Welcome back to True's News. Not a lot's happened in the last 24 hours, you know, just Conor McGregor smashed up a bus full of UFC fighters. Yada, yada, yada. That's it, really. Big Liverpool fan. Yeah. But couldn't make it to the Man City game, so he thought, just to show his support, he'll smash up any old bus. What no one seems to be grasping is why this has all happened. You know, everyone's seeing the footage of him going on like a maniac, and mainstream media who don't pay attention to UFC or MMA just brand him an absolute nutcase, which he is, but we need to know why. He might be on coke. I think he's clean. Do you know what I mean? I want him on the podcast one day, so he's definitely clean. So Artem Lobov, who's Conor McGregor's best mate and training partner, went on a Russian YouTube channel, did an interview where he said a few things about Khabib Nurmagomedov. So in the interview, Artem talked about Khabib and said that he's a constant pull-out merchant. As soon as he's a little bit injured, he's out of the fight, and then he doesn't even make weight half the time. He's missed like 6 UFC fights or something like that now. So the man has a point, but he did call him a chicken. And if there's anything we've learned from Back to the Future, you don't call another man a chicken.
Nothing but a little chicken.
In particular, Artem said that Khabib doesn't care about the fans because of how many times the Russian people are coming over to support him, and he's just not there. And by comparison, Conor, even when he has a massive knee injury or all these other problems that he's had, always turns up. Now, we know what's happened in the last couple of years with the Mayweather money, but that is kind of true as well. So now Artem and Khabib are fighting on the same card at UFC 223, and of course, they bump into each other. They're walking through the lobby. The difference is Artem Lobov is on his own, and Khabib is mobbed up with a load of Dagestani lads with him, and they're going straight for him. Khabib grabs a hold of the back of the neck as he's talking to him. He's right in his face, and he's saying, "You're going to call us a chicken now? Where's Conor now?" And Artem, like any smart and sensible lad would do, didn't react and got the fuck out of there as quick as he could. And some of these Dagestani lads do not fuck around. They've been known to get MMA fighters in nightclubs. They've used stun guns on fighters. So Artem did the right thing getting the fuck out of there. But Conor McGregor watched this footage and he was raging. Takes 20 minutes, has a cup of tea, you know. Still raging. Looks outside. Sunny weather. It's nice weather. Still fucking raging. Checks his bank balance. 100 million quid in the back. Still raging. Goes for a shit. One flush, all gone. Nailed it. Still raging. D makes him his favourite sandwich. Still raging. Goes to the gym. Spends an hour in the heavy bag. Takes all his anger out. He's thinking, feel better now. Gets in the car. Still raging. Has a look in his closet. All the beautiful suits. He's trying them on. He's doing everything to make himself feel better, but still raging. Goes to sleep that night. Sleeps right the way through, like a baby. Wakes up in the morning. Feels a little better. Sees the clip again. Raging. Gives his mates a ring. Come round, lads. Gonna need to talk to you. I'm raging. Knock at the door. Friends are there. Opens it. Still raging. They're like, what's the problem, Conor? You know, the world's your oyster, mate. You've got everything. What more could you need? And yet, you're all wound up because someone's gone on telly, smacked your mate around saying, where's Conor? Making it look like it's your fault. What are you worried about? Why are you raging? Still raging. Cracks a bottle open with the lads. Takes a beautiful, silky, smooth sip of Notorious whiskey, but still raging. He gets the phone out. They're all getting excited. Booking the private jet, isn't he? Where we're going, Conor? Ibiza? Magaluf? Yeah? Italy? No. Going to New York. I'm raging. Conor, stop what you're doing, they're saying. Put the phone down. There's no point in doing that. It doesn't make sense, Conor. For a start, there's 15 over here, and it's 10 man a jet. You're going to need 2 private jets if you want to go over there and beat them up. He's raging. So he's booked the jets. The airport. So he's on the way to the airport now, and at no point has he calmed down. He's sitting there watching the Instagram video on loop of Lobov getting slapped by Khabib. Raging. Gets on the private jet. Captain goes to shake his hand. Walks right past him. Fucking raging. They put his dinner out for him. It's lovely. Still raging. Puts on the complimentary pyjamas. Sits and has his dinner. It's perfect. Still raging. How long's the flight to New York again?
7 hours, mate.
7-hour flight. Constantly, still watching on loop, yeah? Absolutely raging. Lands in New York. By this point, it's 2 days since Lobov got slapped in a lobby by Khabib. Still raging. Makes it over the Atlantic. Record time. 7 hours. No turbulence. Perfect touchdown. Smooth landing. The pilot's giving himself a pat on the back there. The Irishman on board. Hey! Conor sitting there. Not a word. Still raging. Orders an Uber. It's there within 3 minutes. Fantastic. Pops himself in a lovely little Toyota. A Bangladeshi fella is there waiting with a 4.89 rating. Promises Conor a 5-star. Fantastic. He's got the conversation to driving ratio nailed down. Put it this way, it was a quiet journey. But He gets Conor there in perfect time, no traffic, in New York. Conor McGregor still raging. Now he's getting angry. So he gets out the Uber. One of the members of the media lets him in the back door to the arena, gets in the elevator, manages to get himself to the car park, finds the bus that has Khabib Nurmagomedov on it, runs towards it, picks up the nearest object, just so happens to be a massive railing, smashes that through the window. Khabib won't get off. Wasn't a stop, mate. So he's paid $2 for that ticket, and we all know Russians are thrifty. It's got nothing to do with the 20 Irishmen who want to kill him. Yeah, Russians are thrifty. Now he's on the run from the NYPD, but the main thing to remember here is Conor McGregor feels better. Just fucked up his whole life, but it's not raging anymore. Every cloud.
No, I think everybody's going to be pretty disgusted with Conor McGregor right now.
So now what happens? Well, he could end up doing jail time. He's probably going to get sued by Chiesa, the fighter who ended up with lacerations to the face. His visa could be revoked, so he can't fight in America anymore. He's definitely going to be fined by the UFC. He could even be released by the UFC, but we all know that's not going to happen. Let's face it, John Jones got away with crashing into a pregnant woman while on drugs and running from the scene. So I think Conor is probably going to get away with this. However, it's not a good look, is it? Just signed a deal with Beats, for Christ's sake. I mean, they're not going to be loving this. But Joe Rogan always says, when you get wild motherfuckers like John Jones, they've got greatness in them, but there's also chaos. And this is Conor McGregor's chaos. This is what you're getting from him right now. And I'm not excusing anything he does, but I'm seeing the outcry from the public of, oh my God, he's acting like a kid. He's acting like a maniac. And I'm thinking to myself, he grew up wanting to fight in a steel cage. Let's not get surprised when he does it in a car park. I'm not excusing what he's done. He's a fucking idiot, and he's got a kid at home who he should be setting a better example for. And while I understand his anger for wanting to protect his mate, you can beat Khabib Nurmagomedov in a cage and take the title away from him, humiliate him and do it in front of everyone, and do it 1v1. Why do this now and risk getting yourself locked up when you've got a son at home? I don't get it. I understand the anger. But Conor McGregor is normally such a calculated, methodical man, and this is wild even for him. And as a fan of Conor McGregor, it's been ages since we've seen him in a cage doing what he does best, which is MMA. I don't want to see him boxing. I don't want to see him in a car park fight. I want him in a cage with a belt on the line, showing the skills that he has. Because for all the talk and everything else and the boxing and the razzmatazz, the man's actually a world-class mixed martial artist. What does Dana White do next? Probably internally he'll be grateful because Conor McGregor has just given UFC 223 all the promotion it was missing. Because now everyone's going to want to see what happens with Khabib, because Khabib is fighting for Conor's title that he's just been stripped of. If he wins that, you fucking know he's going to call out Conor. And then we've got the fight of the fucking century on our hands in the UFC, because we finally got someone who is coming up against Conor McGregor who could potentially dominate him. In a bad, bad way.
It's disgusting. And I don't think anybody is going to be, huge Conor McGregor fans after this.
Dana White has to stick with Conor to a degree while publicly criticise him. Internally, you know they're going to try and look after him. He is the money pot. But the quicker we get Conor out of this fucking jail cell and back into a cage and living a fighter's life instead of a multi-millionaire's life, the better. So that's all I've got to say on the matter for now. I'm sure this is going to run on and on. So if you want to know what I think as this develops, subscribe to the True Geordie YouTube channel. Hit the fucking like button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.